Welcome back, everybody, to the adventure called life. This is Joe. Saddle up, go for a ride with me. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's very sunshiny here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Feels good as long as you keep it under 10 miles an hour. It's a brisk 30 degrees as we start here at Ijams Nature Center. We'll go for a ride through here. This is a neat place if no one's ever been to Ijams Nature Center here in Knoxville, Tennessee. We'll take a little stroll through it today. I'll show you some of it. They're bicycle friendly, e-bike friendly. They don't care. This is a community park thing. I think it's ran by, I'm not sure if it's ran by the city of Knoxville. I think it might be a private organization, but it was donated by a family. This entire park was donated by a family who had a bojillion acres way back in the day and wanted to do something good for the community. See, look, they got cool stuff like this here. Like, see that vulture? Like, yep, he's alive. It's an actual vulture, folks. And we can take a 15-second walk down through here. And they have a hawk in there. Hold on one second. Let's lay our bicycle down here for a second. So they got a hawk in there. You can see him looking at me kindly, huh? Yeah, he's back in there. I guess we could have just put the kickstand down, but I've been running this thing through the paces anyway. It don't care. That's one thing I am impressed about this Adventure 2. I have not been easy on it, or the Level 2. I have not babied these things at all. And they are continually doing well.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing today?
Good. You got the fat tire.
Yeah, this is the other one I got. I got a couple of them.
Yeah, you had
the Level 2 last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Adventure 2. It's got a little bit bigger motor on it.
I'd say.
You know, but it does well. Well, it's good to see you today.
Yeah, you too.
We'll go this way, folks. Yeah. We'll go this way. We'll go back toward here. Yeah, this is a neat little place, and it goes the good ways. Like, they have little trails here, and they got little signs set up along the way that tell you about this or about that. It tells you, like that one back there was actually talking about pollution. And it was like, you know, it costs so many trees to drive a car, which I'm like, you know, I mean, I'm sure it does, but yeah, I'm not terribly concerned with that. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the world might be getting warmer, but I just don't think we got anything to do with it. I don't know. It seems kind of arrogant to me to assume that we could have such an impact, you know. I don't know. Maybe not, you know.
The Navitat is like a whole separate.
I don't know if I'm squeezed through or not. Excuse me.
You're good. So we do booking.
So we'll come down through. This see, they do ropes courses. They have all kinds of neat stuff down here at Ijams Nature Center. They're really I would call this like a gym in the community, honestly. The way I understand it is they are privately funded by the citizens, right? And they have had budget shortfalls for like a very long time. They got trails after trails. Like, you can go down this trail and that trail. I mean, they've got acres and acres and acres and probably miles and miles of trails. Like, we'll actually be riding through Island Home or Ijams Nature Center for a good while, you know, on our journey toward the Greenway. And I'll point out some of some of the things. I normally don't point these out, but me and my family have been coming here for a very long time, decades, you know. And they got a whole thing inside. You can go inside there. They've got like some soft shell turtles. They got some nature exhibits. They got some stuff like in aquariums and stuff like that. It's really, and it's free. I mean, it's free. You can go in there and just take the kids, and it's something to do. As you can see, all these cars here. You know, if you're coming to Knoxville, I would definitely stop by the Ijams Nature Center. It's kind of neat. You know, it's a real mountainous feel. See, like this is actually the start of the Will Skelton Greenway, but it's part of Ijams Nature Center. This is part of the land that the family donated, as has been most of it what I've been riding this whole time. Honestly, that's how much land this family owned and give it to the community when I guess the last of them were dying or whatever was going on there. See, all of this is actually still Ijams. And this is actually a really steep little thing here. If you're coming out there here on a bicycle, if you're not expecting it, that'll catch you off guard. See, like I don't know if you could see it, but there's like a ropes course right there. Look, there's actually a man out there on it, walking across a rope bridge. Yeah, and there's like a bird nest looking thing up here that people can go to. Really neat, really neat. You can come down here and they'll teach you how to do all this. It's Navitat Canopy Adventures is what it's called. Navitat. They invested. See, look, there's like a TV. I don't know what they're doing with that. But they've invested, the city of Knoxville has, heavily in outdoor activities for the citizens of Knoxville. You know, they're really trying to get people to get outside, get healthy, give them something to do. You know, walking trails, yada, yada, yada. You know, the city of Knoxville's really done a good job on that. You know, to explore the river trail, like they got another trail that goes back toward there. It's called the Ijams River Walk. It's not really bicycle friendly. I mean, it's got some spots that we could ride, but then it's got a bunch of spots that you really just can't ride on a bicycle. See, and over here to my right is a place called Mead's Quarry. And you can go over there, see the Ijams Quarry things. You can go over there and go swimming in the summertime, and it's actually a really, really beautiful quarry. It was a limestone quarry, I believe, back in the day, and they hit water or something, and it come up too quickly for them, and they end up having to abandon their digging equipment and everything else. So it's like a million feet down here or whatever. So it's really, really pristine, beautiful water. Back in the 70s and 80s, and probably even the 90s, people would steal cars and other things and throw them and run them in that quarry, and became known kind of like a place that you don't go swimming. So the city of Knoxville came through, got all that stuff out of there as much as they possibly could, and turned it into a nature reserve for the citizens. Which, you know, we've had several questionable decisions here, and we've had several good ones, you know, that the government's made. And that was one of the better ones. You know, you can't please everybody all the time, but you can please some people. You can at least do some good. You know, it depends. It depends. Now, as you can see, that guy was running. This is a good place to go run this stuff, but fair warning, sometimes when you pass by this plant here, it gets a little toxic smelling. I don't know if it's like a oil refinery or I think it's an asphalt company. So, for all kinds of stuff, it's horrible for you over there. And unfortunately, it borders the river because you're like, oh yeah, that's great. If there's ever an accident there, it would just completely tear the river all up for God knows how far. Pollute everybody's drinking water. Yeah, seems like there'd be something against that. I don't know, maybe they need the river for transport or something. I don't know. That would be equally as horrible to imagine. But here we are down here on the Will Skelton Greenway. It's a good place for everybody if you're looking somewhere to take kids. Something like that. This part is a lot quieter, you might say. Like you'll notice there's usually less people here. So, I mean, it's a good place to take kids and stuff. See, here's the Will Skelton Greenway sign. And, well, folks, that means that's the end of this episode. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep paddling.